previous section, we explored the architecture of an expressive action. This involved a practical exploration of the raw materials that make expression possible. We explored the physical properties of a complex and specialized type of weight shift that is enlisted in the direct service of the expression of thought and feeling. In the next section, we will explore the hierarchy of an expressive action. This involves a common sense investigation of the breathing, moving, sounding, and speaking centers and spaces. Through an improvisatory process called stacking, the actor is asked to build an expressive action from the ground up. This involves a type of sequential and sensorial research in which the actor discovers how a weight shift has the potential to influence a breath shift, which has the potential to influence a sound shift, which has the potential to influence a speech shift. Each of these shifts are accompanied by a simultaneous shift in thought and feeling in the integrated act of human expression. We're going to begin talking about the stacking process in an improvisatory way. But before we begin that, it's useful to talk about the hierarchy of an expressive action. And the hierarchy of the expressive action requires a little layman's anatomy, a little understanding of what I call centers and spaces and how they might work together. By center, I mean central hub, or place of initiation for an action. By spaces, I mean all the perceptible places in the body that we can feel and perceive the action of that center. From top to bottom, from bottom to top, we have the moving center, the breathing center, the sounding center, and the speaking center. And the moving center is the pelvis. It's the ball and socket joint that takes big shifts of weight and does the lion's share of moving in the body. As we move up, we get to the diaphragm, and that is the breathing center. The sounding center is located in the vocal folds, and the speaking center, we get to the heart of the tongue. Each center has a corresponding space. The moving space is the whole body, all of the joints that can move, from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. The breathing space is a little higher in the body, and it includes all the way down to the base of your pubic bone and all the way up to the collarbone. The speaking space starts here in the ribs and moves up to the top of your head. It's what we refer to when we think of chest and head resonance. And finally, the speaking space includes all the movable parts of the mouth that make speech possible. And when these spaces interact together, we get a hierarchy of the expressive action in the body. Because it gives us perspective, I think, on how, we get all these words from the playwrights, and I think it's much easier to have some understanding of how they might go when you have a very clear physical understanding of how the character feels themselves and shifts their weight in a sensory way.